as much as we can, we need to stay connected. And if it means, making something, creating an event every month, well, let's do that.
A lot of it has to do with her passing. People had grudges. They games is also something activities that, and people start laughing, and then you see who's very competitive
Yeah.
and who are not, which is me. Like I just laugh and kick back, or and
What worries me is that these times are not always going to be here. I don't
True.
know how long we're going to be here on this earth. I mean, we have perfect examples of other family members being here one day and not being here another day, the next day.
yeah,
Literally.
that's why it's good. Like when we plan these to give it like a little 2 weeks because people need to get their like they got to request off.
And now people know me. The custodians was like,
Do they call you radio?
no. The custodian's like, Sandra, I knew it was you. Sandrita, I knew it was you because your music.
All right, welcome back. And today we're talking about family and how it's important to get together. Because this past weekend, even though I just said that, I missed one. It was our family gathering that we had, our Sundays, our Sunday family days. But unfortunately, I had some things that come up. I had my daughter coming in from Disney, had to go pick her up, drop her off, and then we had our funeral services that day, so we were able to miss that. I mean, unfortunately, we missed it because I think those are good to make sure we actually create those. And I think for a while we weren't really doing them because we try to do at least once a month because it's good to get family together. It's actually an excuse to bring family together because with our day to day that we go through with our lives, that we're busy with work, our extra activities, some have kids. And when you have kids, that's even more because you always have activities that you have to do. And plus, if someone go to school, you know, those are the day to day activities that just keeps everybody, too busy to do things. And these are, and when we create these, again, it brings people together that normally would not be
Right.
together on that.
True.
Well, I think the importance of staying together as a family or staying connected, it's the earnest is upon us now, our generations, because we had family members, our elders, our tias and tios that were living. That was their responsibility. Now the torch has been passed to us because of deaths, of course, and life, and also losing family members during COVID solidifies in me that as much as we can, we need to stay connected. And if it means, making something, creating an event every month, well, let's do that. If it means, a game night or just going over to each other's houses, just staying connected for whatever reason, I think it's important and it benefits everyone in so many ways, not only mental health, keeping the younger and older generation connected, um, and keep it solidifying in them that this is what we should be doing, and eventually letting them know that one day it's going to be their responsibility.
And I think you hit that right on the head when you said about those that are busy, because as our families, our kids, they are making their own families as well. Some might have little ones. Some work on weekends. Not everybody has a Monday through Friday job either. They might go early. They might do overnight. Just different. But at the same time, it helps us connect with those that we don't see often and reunite and catch up. What's new? How have you been? What can I do to help you? Or what good has happened for you? That we can celebrate.
Yeah, because growing up, we had our Aunt Mary that would put these things together, and you guys will come in from Houston, the Reese and you guys, the Ramos, will come in. And we had the Kelly picnics, and we also had, whatever festivities they had at her house, which usually was Thanksgiving or Christmas, uh, New Year's
Easter,
Eve.
just depending.
Yep, and she would always have something there. But of course, when she passed, it kind of like drew everybody away, and there was really no excuses or any events that brought people together, you know, um, because we came back from Houston, and then so with our families, me and Dora try to, have events and have people come over and try to take over that baton with her. And even we brought family members that were kind of like distance for a while,
Right. Yeah. That's
and
true.
to bring those back. And then we realized why they were distance in the first place, you know. But still, we were able to bring family together, and that's really what it needs. I mean, sometimes it's just one person, one family to be the glue, or to be the reasons why we have things going on. Because once that goes away, then who do you turn to?
Yeah,
Like
it's an
who's there?
initiative. I remember that occasion you were talking about. There was, yeah, certain family members that were isolated, but we reached out, and actually it was your mom who helped me. Because Tia was still alive, but she was feeling very ill with Tia Mary. And then, so Tia Cindy helped me with the idea, and I used our house as a neutral place. We kind of figured everybody that wasn't talking to each other, this is a neutral place to be, the safe place to be. And there was able to have a reconnection, actually, that at that time with family members that weren't talking began talking that day. It was good as it lasted. At least it was a couple more years again of reconnecting and getting to know each other. And then Mary was actually part of that, which that warms my heart because she was so happy. And I remember your mom, who later passed, that I didn't think that was going to happen, but her saying that day, we did it. So she goes, we did it. Like, look at them. They're all here. All siblings are here with their parents. So take it for what it is. It's nothing, there's nothing wrong. We're just having a thought and just going with it. And at the same time, just knowing that the worst can be is no, and the best can be is a couple of more years of just making memories.
Well, you said it right there. That was a perfect example of knowing that it is possible. And like you said, what's the worst that can happen? They don't come. But the effort was made. And a lot of the times that effort is noted and it's remembered. So when you ask again, maybe later, maybe it's like they still don't come. But maybe the third time they're like, you know what? Okay, let's go. You have brought, um, your nieces around Jewel, and you've even extended to her half siblings, and of course we welcome them no matter what. And that's what I'm very proud about our family. We welcome anyone. And as long as they have, they're good hearted and their intentions are good, then of course we welcome them. We're not, and I love that about us in this room too, and a couple of other cousins, that we're not judgmental. Like, we will welcome them, and we understand that not everybody's cup of tea, but they're family. And if they're willing to come, then they showed up, because there's a lot of them, a lot of our family that does not show up.
Yeah. And it also goes back to that. I was going
Yeah.
to say, once you try and those people do come along, but they stop coming, at that point, I don't think there's any guilty feeling because you did your part. At that point, it's known that it was them,
Yeah.
and you're done.
Yeah.
You kind of close that chapter.
Yes.
It's not that I should have, I could have. We did.
And so for you, James, how do you feel when you're around family? It as far as mental health is concerned, how do you feel when you're with family and you have your kids there, even if not all your kids are there, but you're surrounded by family? What does it do to you mentally?
Of course, it makes you feel good because you're around family and you're being there, and knowing that we all came together, and knowing that because as we get older, the number of people around us is getting smaller and
Yep.
smaller,
Yes.
and the only way it increases is by great nieces or grandkids or something like that, which we don't have any yet, but
Right.
but that's how it is. But being together, I mean, you really you pick up where you left off from before, so. And then either you're grilling or just potluck or pizza, whatever it is. I mean, that really doesn't matter because then we also do games. Games is also something, activities that, and people start laughing, and then you see who's very competitive
Yeah.
and who are not, which is me. Like, I just laugh and kick back and cheat a lot.
Well,
And
that's how you get to
Yeah.
learn about your family members in these games or these experiences. you get to, because we don't know everything about each other. There's still things that we learn about each other. I'm sure we know a lot about each other, but there are some things, like, I told y'all this weekend, I was we're at our other cousin's house, Roland, and we, of course, we missed both of y'all there that day. And I was sharing a moment with one of so this is our cousin's daughter. So what, our like third or fourth cousin, right? But we call her our niece. And her daughter, how old is Annalie? Four. She's 4 years old, and there's our cousin's kid had brought a guy over, and he's a good looking guy, and Annalie just went straight to him, and and um and held his hands, and they were dancing, and I snapped a picture because I thought it was the cutest thing, and I sent it to her mom. Well, I found out that time that Thea Yolanda had brought Annalie over, but didn't tell Emily they weren't supposed to be there. So I'm like, okay, Thea, like, you still got some sly moves on you. You know what I mean? So things like that, little things like that, but also these moments of, Annalie, not knowing this guy, gets his hands and starts dancing. And I'm just like, this girl is bold. You get to learn more about these people's personalities. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it also, I liked it too when you said about, you just get together, you pick up, where you left on with.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a month, it could be 2 months, and it's like just getting together, you kind of go back to just reminiscing and laughing. I mean, that's what I get because
Mm-hmm.
to me, being around you guys, which is my husband's cousins,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm part of the cousins
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have cousins my age. So this is it for me. So 30 something of years of being married, I mean, that makes me have grown with my cousins. That's why I would say cousins.
Yeah.
I mean, I met y'all in my 20s, my mid 20s.
And that's what I think I love about us. Another thing is that we do have friends that are, become family, the family we choose, right? But also, like I was saying, my cousin's kid's kid, that's what, three or four cousins, but we just call them our niece, and
Right.
whatever. And those terms of endearment become more endearing and more special because to me, I see it. We're trying to hold them closer to us.
Right.
To me, I don't like all those. That's my fourth or fifth cousin. No, she's my niece, or
Yeah,
that's my
she's just
niece, because that's how closely I feel. Even my ex husband's niece. I've known her since she was 5 years old, 4 years old. To this day, she calls me Thea. We hang around so much, and I love her. I love her husband, and she's about to have a baby. So, like, I get to experience that, and I feel like completely blessed to not to have that opportunity to be a part of their lives. And I'm nothing to them. You know what I mean? Like,
we just celebrated their baby shower
yes,
too.
we just celebrated her baby shower, and I mean, it's amazing to me because now I met this little girl when she was 4 years old.
And that tells you what the bond
Yeah.
is. It doesn't have
Yeah.
to be blood.
No.
I don't have it. I
Yeah.
have to bond with your mom, as my aunt,
Mhm.
you guys as my cousins,
Yeah.
Roland as my cousin, Robert.
Mhm.
I mean, it you don't have to be by blood, but the bond was there.
So let me ask you, Doris. So being around family and bonding with all these family, does it change or does it add to your sense of identity that you're this family member and your role in this family, whatever that may be? Does that add to your identity as a woman? Like, people can come to you. I come to you for certain things. How does that play a part in the woman that you are today, knowing that you're a part of this family and people rely on you for certain things?
I mean, to me, if it never feels like it's a burden or it's overwhelming. On the contrary, it
Mm-hmm.
feels honored. It feels like a bond because I feel like they trust me
Mm-hmm.
or they look up to me or that my advice is important or valid
Mm-hmm.
and valued. So that to me, family is my what grounds me.
Mm-hmm.
If I can simplify it anything any better than that, that would be it.
I think that's beautiful, and
So
it's
to me, it's like that grounds me. Like I tell my, like, when I don't see you guys, he already knows, call the cousins.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't see my brothers, what do I tell them? I go, I need to see them. I need my fix.
Mm-hmm.
That helps me motivate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have both my parents, so if um, I texted example what last week my brothers and only one came, the older one, which is fine. We were able to have dinner with him and talk for 2 hours, and you'd think I would have spent the whole week with him.
That's
I
amazing. I love
I
that.
just feel I just need that,
Yeah.
and that was it. And with you guys too. That's when I hug you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need, and that's what I like to give back. I like to remind people that they're loved and that they're important, that they're part of my life. On that, I'm a giver.
And
I guess
what
that would
about
be.
you, Jim?
What I still see at this time is like even my brothers right now. Like I got two brothers, but I don't see them regularly. It's rare that I see them. And one I haven't seen in years, and we live in the same city. The other one it's more of an effort on both of our ends. To go to see him. I think he went to James's thing, so I got to make an effort to go see him
Mm-hmm.
and to go see his family. And 'cause I know he plays at some bars or something, so I want to go see him. So I got to reach out and get more of a schedule to see where I could go and do it because it takes it's a two-way street on
Yeah.
there. So that's something I definitely want to do, and maybe try because we invited him sometimes, but I don't think he's made it yet to one of our family dinners and all that. Um, but but even with our circle that we have, I mean, it's gotten smaller, you know. And in the last 5 years, we got smaller, and um, just to see what happens when just the dynamic of our family just changes. And when I talk about our Aunt Mary that passed because she was the glue of the family back then. I mean, we have cousins still that we don't see much at all, you know, and a lot of it has to do with her passing. People had grudges, they couldn't forgive or forget or just leave, whatever happened, and some people just like they couldn't let go.
Some people hold on to that, and that's it. I mean, they unfortunately they don't see the bigger picture.
I mean, because she was an example of what family was, what it is, and to forgive, and because for my aunt to forgive, I mean, she forgave a lot because my mom wasn't the best
I
person. I
was
mean,
gonna
there was a
say
lot of arguments going back and forth a lot.
she forgave your mom. I mean, she was just that person. It was more like she would be upset, and then a holiday or something would come, and that's done. It's in the past. You move forward.
And it just shows like some people just they get stuck on that, and but then they forget the person that that she was, the person that she brought people together. She didn't isolate people.
Yeah,
She didn't push anybody away,
never. No.
and and that's what I don't get sometimes is like, man, like we could be having more people in our circle, but then some of these people choose to stay away or choose to be busy in their own way. I know some have some circumstances that it's hard for them to come, but
Yeah.
there's always
Yeah.
a phone. There's always something
There's
else.
and the crazy part is a lot. There's a few of these people that we're speaking about that live within a 5 mile radius of us,
Yeah.
and again, even in my own home, and sometimes it's hard to get my sister out, but my daughter too. Like I feel like I'm impressing upon her now that these moments, yes, they may happen frequently, or we're trying to push them to be frequent, but they're not always going to be there. These moments are not always going to be there, and
So how do you handle the situation like you say your sister or your daughter like do you plan something with them or you just
um,
or do they ask you or like
well, we like this Saturday. I can't remember what day it was. This weekend, um, Nora, we were gonna go. Oh, Nora wanted us to go to the store with her. So, and then so Anna was there, and so she asked Anna, and we all went. We all went to eat lunch, and then we had a good time, and then we went to HEB, and then we went home. So things I think for us having, and we were last time we were all three together was for my niece's baby shower, So maybe the next time we're all going to be together might be for your daughter's birthday. I don't know. Their schedules are all different. Nora's always busy too, and my sister's working different shifts, and I know she's very tired sometimes. And I don't push a lot, but I mean, I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I
there's
can't.
others to help push too.
Well,
There's like
yeah,
give a call like, hey, I'm trying to get my sister, but she's not budging.
yeah.
Can you try to go? Of course, of course.
Well, yeah, but I don't have to even make that call. Other people should reach out as well. Like I shouldn't have to be the only one getting to her.
Yep.
But my daughter, because and that's what's been having on my mind too. She's very in her head about things, and again, and Lily is, you know, Roland's daughter and my daughter are very close in age, and they're close.
Mm-hmm.
And Lily has been at Roland's the past few times that I've been there, and we've tried to get her just stop by, and Nora stopped by maybe once,
Mm-hmm.
but um, just to get her to stop by and just to break out of. I know she's very structured, and when she has her mind set on something, that she's going to follow it. But again, and she wants a notice, like a advance notice.
Who's
Said,
that, Nora?
Nora, so you
Yeah.
can't do that all the time. Like she wants days ahead, and I'm like,
But you also got to think, I'm going to give Nora credit for that because
oh
Nora,
yes, she's very determined and
she's
motivated.
has a big responsibility right now, right? She's a senior.
Yes.
She's a senior
In
Mm-hmm.
college.
in the university,
Mm-hmm.
and she's probably getting ready to do internship. Or maybe she's already there.
Yes, she's over there.
She's working as well.
She's volunteering as well
So,
with geriatric patients.
I mean, besides that, that's good. So
Yes.
for her to say, yeah, call me ahead of time because I do want to have fun, but this is more important. Like I said, right there, I'm glad that those are her priorities right now.
Well, yes, but again, what worries me is that these times are not always going to be here. I don't
True.
know how long we're going to be here on this earth. I mean, we have perfect examples of other family members being here one day and not being here another day, the next day.
Yeah,
Literally.
that's why it's good. Like when we plan these to give it like a little 2 weeks because people need to get their like they got to request off, or they got to see what week they're off because
Yeah.
they work in retail. In retail, you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to be off this day. No, you can't. Retail is a different is a different monster.
It's a
there.
different monster. As I say, you have nights, you have overnights, and I know because of James and because of your sister as well. And I work retail. You can have 8 to 5, and they'll tell you this weekend we're going to switch it up. You're doing overnights because something just happened. Um, so yeah,
That's usually the key is to have that too, and then that way we could ensure that they're coming. Like to say like,
yeah.
hey, we got this coming out in 2 weeks or next month because sometimes we do it in a month in advance. We're like, okay, and to make sure we get everybody in there because that way they could ask because I think Emily is a nurse, right? So she has to
She has a schedule
get her
as
schedule
well.
then to make sure she comes in. I'm sure Erin has her stuff. Brianna's doing coaching too. So we could get to see if she's not having a game that weekend or something, because they're busy as well too. And high school they have their schedules already, they all have that.
I mean, it's good to be sometimes spontaneous. I get that. Hey, let's see who's off tomorrow. Let's do that. But also, got to understand that the majority, everybody else is,
The
has,
spontaneous has to be a rare exception.
right.
It's a rare exception because we all can't just pick up and go, you know. Like I got my schedule and stuff to do here. Like I'm always doing something with my videos and so forth. And especially the weekend is mainly for my dash cam stuff because I got to shoot videos that I can't do during the week. I got to make sure
Yeah,
I
it's
get these
different
installations
jobs.
because they take hours to do, And of course we got church and stuff like that. So,
So
um,
that's why the get-togethers are important because that's when you put everything on hold to make time for your family. Because you have 2 or 3 jobs when you think about it. I have 2 jobs. So everybody else has full-time jobs but longer hours of jobs. So when we do these gatherings, that's why it's important to plan because that's the time that we're going to put something on hold because we want to give time to you. You want to spend time.
yeah, because I'm actually with the church. I'm volunteering more. I got something this Saturday that we're doing in the morning. So like, there's always something. I mean, but the planning is good, to have like a structured one. Like, hey, we got everybody's coming together this day. Then the spontaneous, like, hey guys, what y'all doing? Nothing. Well, come over. Let's go to the pool.
Yeah.
Or it's like rolling does go to the pool. Okay, cool. Let's go to the pool. If we're not busy, then sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I am busy, but you know what? I'll go ahead and go.
Yeah, like I want to go, even if it's 2 hours, we'll just go for a little bit and come back, But I guess on that note too, you also don't want to be the only one dropping things all the time. Like if it's going to be spontaneous, then you also have to be the one coming as well. Because sometimes people get used to being the one that's saying, hey, let's go this, and there we go. Hey, let's go this, and there we go. And sometimes that person also needs to be a little bit more free, to do that as well. So that there's a balance, there has to be a
So we
balance.
could get Anna in here. Anna to come more often.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think on that part, we're going to.
Because I think last time I saw Anna, I go, Anna, your sister. I was like, I haven't seen you in a while.
And it was when she came to drop off the linens for the shower, and it was just like literally 5-10 minutes. And I even told her, "How have you been? I missed
I know
you."
she wanted to leave too, but I guess because I said like I wanted to see her, she stayed a little bit more.
But yeah, so I think in that we do need to try a little bit more and try to get more involved and get to see. Because when people start doing that, I feel they're hiding because they're sad or because they're not feeling well or because they're upset. That's the way I feel when somebody, because that's me. When I don't return calls or I'm busy, 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 I'm digging myself. I'm not digging. I'm throwing myself into work because there's something hurting me. And I hope she's not like that, but if she is, that's why I feel like then we need to try harder and reach out and say, hey, I noticed you've been quite busy. Are you doing okay? What's going on? So, but we all have to do, like you said, our part as well.
Like I tell people, like my parents used to invite my kids over or something. Like, oh, she's not coming. She didn't call me. I'm like, well, did you invite her? Did you call her? Like you were saying about
Yeah.
Anna. Like other people need to do that. Like, yes, invite me, but I'm not the spokesperson for the family. Like you got to call them specifically and say, hey,
Yeah.
come over and do this. Come over and do that. We're having this. You know,
Yeah, it's true. Like with Nora, I have texted and reached out to her. I said, hey, we're going to go to church this Sunday at UTSA. She's like, oh, thank you. But, she's going to go in at 4 a.m. that day. So I'm just saying that's a good example of you're trying to have the communication.
Yes.
And so now I'm going to work, like I said, with Anna to reach out a little bit more to her. Actually, I sent her a text today. I just said, hey, thinking of you, blah, blah, blah. She just said she was working this weekend, all weekend, and Friday.
Yeah, she was off. I think she was off this past weekend, but she stayed in most of the time, I think.
but definitely these things do help families. They help bring them together,
Mm-hmm.
and especially when just besides these dinners and you just go over or call or text. I
Yeah.
know we're in a chat with Roland, sometimes, so that's funny. You bring a lot of funny stuff into there, and that's always good. With her brothers, they have this little chat too in the
We
morning.
do every
that they
morning.
do in
Good
the
morning. We check in. And they love to rub it in because we're 5, 3 boys, 2 girls. The 3 boys are now retired. So they like to be good morning, just having my cup of coffee. Oops, going back to bed. I'm like, you mother. Or the other one would check is at 11 on purpose. He'll be like, oh, I'm just waking up. Good morning. Oh, he goes, oops, I mean, good afternoon. I'm like, okay, thanks. So that's what I'm saying. It's a morning check in every morning. And I keep saying, yeah, leave it to the girls, the only 2 that are working out of the boys, boys are retired. And because there's a gap of, 10 to 14 years, I'm thinking, man, my sister's probably going to be the next one to retire within the next year, which I'm like 80% sure by now.
Yeah, she should.
So I'm going to be the only one for the next 10 years. Good morning. While everybody's asleep.
Because right now you're like the person, the glue for the family with that one, right? Because everybody comes to you,
Yes.
and sometimes they don't even text until you text.
Yep. Sometimes there's a text sent. to go meet somewhere, and nobody replies, and I reply, okay, I'm busy, but I'm gonna meet y'all. And then all of a sudden I get all these texts, boom, boom, okay, we'll be there too. We'll be there too. We'll be there too. So yeah. And like I said, this when we talk to my brother, they'll be like, oh, we haven't, we'll go have breakfast, we'll go do this. So yeah, it is. It is being that bridge, I guess is what we're just talking about
Yeah.
that too. Even with my nephews, the same thing. They'll be like, call the parents will call your aunt and ask her. If it's a holiday, if it's somebody's birthday, what are y'all doing? But they'll call and ask me, they're like, what are you doing, Tia? What is so and so doing? So that's nice. I'm gonna tell you, my niece yesterday, Victoria, she texted yesterday just to check in and said, I changed my phone number. Just wanted you to have it, just in case you try to text me. I said, I love you, Mama. Thank you so much. That was it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
She didn't have
That's
to do that.
nice. Yeah, because she wants to stay connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, does your families do this? What type of traditions do they have? Do they go like a Sunday dinner, or is it a Saturday, or what do you all do? Do you all do Taco Tuesdays? Let us know in the comments with that as well. And remember, don't forget to subscribe.
In our family, what are that you've noticed? What are some small rituals or traditions that help keep our family ties, our bonds, our family ties strong? Besides the dinners, is there anything else that we do that that we look forward to? Like there was a time where we're doing crafts. We did the whole craft thing. That was pretty fun. I enjoyed that because we walked away with something. But not only did we walk away with something, we walked away with memories. Also, like joking on each other, what y'all were doing. You're like, oh, really? What is that? That doesn't look like whatever we're supposed to be
Yes.
making. So those things were fun, and everybody, I liked it because everybody got out of their comfort zone. Even though crafts weren't your thing, you still participated and you still did something.
I know one thing we still do is we do there was the Day of the Dead, the
Mm-hmm.
Muertos. I think y'all, I don't know if
Dia de
y'all
los
came one
Muertos.
time,
We came out
and
all the time. So.
we make masks for our loved ones that have passed, and we done it differently. I'm not sure we did it last year. No, I think
We set it up, but we didn't have
Yeah, I don't
the
think
painting.
Yeah, the painting.
okay. So this year we got to do something like that
Yeah,
again.
I agree.
And that way, because that's one of the crafts things we do, and then of course it reminds us of our family members, and we start reminiscing, and that's one of the things that we do when you said about crafts. Um, uh, and then of course it's just like I think Brianna usually has some craft stuff that she'll do, and
Mm-hmm.
then for Christmas, but then that's kind of hard because everybody has their own families and they all do their own stuff on these holidays. Um, so we always extend invitations on that as well.
Yeah, usually that day, like you said, they usually have their own, but we also have like slash Christmas. So some of us, like my brother, will come on Christmas Day. You guys have come on Christmas Day, or we've gone to your house on a couple of days after Christmas and have our own little Christmas with
Yeah,
crafts. So didn't we do
yeah.
that last year?
Yeah, something like
So
that. Yeah, food.
I love that we are not just saying, okay, well, it passed. No, we still want to have our own holiday.
We create the moments.
Yes. And I do love that about each other, that we still make moments of Christmas and we spend that time together on that, even if it's a day after.
Because are we? I know we did one year a Christmas movie, like the Christmas Miracle or something. Was it the? I think we went to your house and we saw the Christmas Story, or we were supposed to see the Christmas Story, and I think we haven't done it yet. We're supposed to have some
Yeah.
family night or
Yeah.
movie night or something.
Yeah.
So I mean, those are stuff that we could still do.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. We can do pajamas
Yeah.
and do some
One
movies.
thing that my immediate family does with my niece and my sister and my daughter and her boyfriend and my son will do game night. We'll try to get game nights in as much as we can, and we play games. It's trivia games we play, and it's a generational trivia game. And so now it's like we send each other messages like, "Hey, I just found all these facts, or I just found these books. Good luck, because I'm studying up on all these random generational
Yeah.
facts, or like we'll send each other memes or something like, "Hey, guess what I found?" In fact, when we had a conference at school, and for all the paraprofessionals, and the speaker was a generational speaker. Remember this
Mm-hmm.
past, and she had the Gen X, Gen Z, like
Oh yeah,
all the
yeah.
generations, whatever. And I took a picture and I sent it to the group and said, "Guess what I'm learning today?" So I got more fun facts, to share or to learn, and for our trivia game. But so we're competitive in that way because we'll play multiple rounds of this trivia game, and sometimes and it's always my sister and I on one team, and my daughter, my niece, and my nephew on another team, and Alex. Or Alex usually comes in with me and my sister, but my sister and I are so good at these things sometimes, and we just have to look at each other, and we already know what we're talking about. And so, but yeah, so game night for us, like my immediate family, and y'all have done game nights with us too, is one of our family traditions and stuff that we've kept going when my parents were alive as well.
I know one that's still a tradition. Dice.
Oh my God, the dice.
The dice, because we still, even if we have regular games, those dice still come out, even if we do it a couple of times. So that's something from your grandparent.
Yes, I remember. Gosh, back at Laguna Shores and Flying K, those dice, and you did not want to sit next to Grandma because Grandma had those nails. If you didn't like, if you were like slow on leaving the dice or picking up the dice, her hands would come out and you get scratched. Like and her numbers in her head, boom, boom,
Oh wow,
boom. Like
she
she
was
could calculate
good.
things, and she knew everybody what everybody needed. To this day, I still don't know how to play dice.
Yeah, she was
I don't.
good. And then my kids actually remember those memories of playing dice at her house, Gigi's house. They remember Friday nights. And one night that my kids remember, Brianna especially remembers, when we went to Corpus, the last time we all went together with your mom and dad and grandma and grandpa were still with us as well. So they were teaching her how to play dice. Actually, it was your dad and grandpa that was teaching her. And I remember we went to the room, we were tired, we went to bed. She still stayed up there with grandma, grandpa, Tia Cindy. They were so proud that because she had learned how to play dice, they taught her.
Yeah.
Something to say that tradition kept
Yes.
on with the third generation.
My Thea Yolanda, Roland's mom and dad, they play with cousins, and maybe cousins, and Roland sometimes goes
Mm-hmm.
Wednesdays. Y'all have gone there before. They still to this day play, and the dice just seem like they get a little bigger though, with the holes a little bigger. I told them I wanted to buy them glow in the dark dice,
You know, buying those big ones,
or the ones that light up or something.
the ones that you throw in, they
Yeah,
just roll over
yeah.
now.
So those are those traditions, long standing, and
Because they play every Wednesday and sometimes they play Fridays.
Yeah,
Wednesdays
yeah.
and
And
Fridays.
that's for
Yes.
your grandparents. And
Yes.
for my side, it's a loteria. So we
Oh,
do
the
loteria
loteria.
on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
yes,
And that's another one. Just like Grandma Gigi and them get my sister-in-law's man with that. They're like, it's a quarter, it's a dollar, it's this, you know. They do the posito, right? And it piles up. It gets intense.
I think I mean this is not just exclusive to our family, but a lot. I remember the foods, everything that we. Well, it could be something simple or not simple, but there's always so much food and different foods, desserts, and things like that. Where it's so much where you graze, and then you're like you take shifts on eating the next time, and
Oh my gosh. Thanksgiving was like you take shifts.
Yes,
Christmas is desserts
yes,
that I don't know how Anne Mary would do it, but man,
yes, so many,
so
desserts.
many cookies and desserts and
Yes.
pies.
Yes.
Yeah, she would always make my lemon pie.
Your lemon
Yes.
pie.
And from scratch. I'm like, oh, this is the best pie ever.
She would specifically make it because she said you and her are the only ones that liked it.
Really?
Yep.
I love that pie.
I don't remember eating lemon pie. Like lemon meringue?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, she would love meringue or she would just put lemon, just
Lemon.
the lemon pie,
Oh, okay.
which I like that better than meringue, just the
Really?
lemon part.
And I tried to learn, and she made it from scratch, though. I give her that.
And another tradition
Give her credit.
was grandma would make those buñuelos on New
true,
Year's.
True.
Yes.
So she'll make buñuelos, and then of course then my mom started doing it,
Yeah.
but not for very long. And then Dora took over it, and then to this day we still eat buñuelos on New Year's.
Yeah.
After New Year's, Dora will make them. That was good too.
I learned how to make them, and your mom was here one time, so I wanted to learn. And then I asked, because me, when something I learn, I want to know the history. So then I asked Gigi, and Gigi said she got that from her mom. And then Yolanda confirmed it this last time. I forgot their grandma's mom. But
Josefina?
no, Josefina is your grandpa's, John's mom.
Oh,
Maria?
I
sounds
don't,
familiar.
don't
But
matter.
she told me that. Yolanda was like, oh, because you had told her, guess what Dora made? She goes, oh, she's making my grandma's bang, bang, bang. So papillas. And it confirms that, of course, she taught Jovita, which is grandma, so your mom, and then your mom taught me that. And now, of course, my girls will be next. But
Yeah, we always love them when you make them
it's kind of like an expectation now. Even my brothers, too. And I'm like, what in the world?
there.
Yeah, and also this was more in Houston. Haven't done it here, but the Yolanda and making the tamales, because she would have the whole. I remember bathtub full of corn husks.
Oh, my gosh.
And I was like, what the hell? But and that's she taught me how to spread and to make them, and she would make so many tamales, and that was always during Christmas time as well.
Oh, she
Yeah.
had boys, so.
She had boys that had to make a lot. And then with Gigi, because I was not part of it, but I remember her sharing
Yeah,
and Gigi sharing that,
yeah.
yeah, she would make a lot.
I'm trying to think. Are there any more traditions that you remember or are you fond of? Or, I mean, the biggest ones to me have always been our family gatherings.
Oh, the Santa Claus, too. That was
Santa
so
Claus.
cool. Christmas?
Christmas, okay.
Wouldn't somebody dress up for Santa Claus at Mary's?
I don't
Yes, that was at the Marys, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because that's where we got it from. We never did that. As I was sharing with Sandra a while ago, that there's things that we picked up from your family. We didn't do Santa, but then you guys, somebody would dress up like Santa to pass out presents. Was
Yeah.
Gibby or somebody like that.
And for our side, we would take turns wherever we
Right.
do it. Sometimes Santa was inappropriate, but Santa Claus is fun, or sometimes he was
Smelled
too
like
serious.
alcohol.
He's a little flirt, too.
But yeah, those are some that were those are good, and then just to see what kind of traditions are going to come out next, for the next generation, because eventually we're going to be the ones in the cows, like, waiting for our
You'd be
kids
crying.
to be
I
doing
love
stuff.
you.
I love you.
Oh, that's still
Theo
Gilbert. Yeah, and the Slitch was a tradition as well.
The what?
The Slitch,
The beer.
Slitch beers.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
my God.
That was always there, and your sister was always the one opening the bottles, right? Is opening all the
For
bottles
them.
for everybody. She was a designated one.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, too bad she didn't get the bottle opener. She was very disappointed.
Yes, she wanted the bottle.
There was no reason why she couldn't have got that one, but
Oh, if I would have known.
Still missing the dang.
You got the wallpaper,
No,
right?
I didn't get any wallpaper. My dad never got me wallpaper.
I try to get it too.
But there was some place that I went to this. Where did? Oh, so we went to Green this past weekend, and there's a little. We were at I guess a beer garden listening to live music. Well, there's a speakeasy. You would go downstairs, and it's like it's underneath the buildings, right? So it's no windows. Well, so we went down there, and we were sitting down for a while on this velvet red couch, and I looked at the wall, and it totally took me back to
Oh, wow.
Gigi's house, because it was red, but it was like antlers and stuff, but it wasn't felt either. But it was just, if you looked at it, you could have sworn that that's
Oh, my gosh.
like the wallpaper at Gigi's house, the velvet red wallpaper. I'd never seen in my life until Gigi's house. Anybody
that
had
stayed
red
there, right?
velvet wallpaper, which was amazing.
And it stayed there, too.
Red velvet.
I know it was nice too.
It
And-
was super nice.
And
but
her favorite color was what?
red.
Red.
And then she loved roses because her birthday was on.
But Grandpa always had a very nice the living room. He had all those steel armor replicas.
The
body-
Spaniard.
Spaniards, yes.
Yeah, yes. And Grandma had all those dolls, the
The flamenco.
Flamenco.
Yes.
They were getting them from Spain.
From
Yes.
Spain, yeah.
Yes, when they travel.
Then he had the big old boat.
Yeah.
You remember that boat, the big old ship he had? The
Yes.
big one?
Yes.
That was always cool. I was like watching it, playing with that.
Who ended up with the big light that my dad had made?
They stripped the light.
Oh.
They threw away the thing. I think, no, I'm not going to say it out loud
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah.
But they ripped the paper out.
Oh.
They ripped the picture out and left it on the floor and took the box. Now with traditions, now that we got that covered, but How's the week going? Because right now we just came out of what was it? I was going to say spring break, but Labor Day weekend.
3 day.
Wow, it
A
must have been that
3 day.
good.
A 3 day
I
weekend.
was
Well, it's a good weekend for you then, huh?
It's blackout. It's
I
a
know,
blackout
like-
weekend. It was my Labor Day weekend was okay. I thought it'd be more busier, but it was perfectly fine. I got to spend time with my cousin and his wife, Pat. I don't get a lot of spend not one on one time, but time together, and that was nice. I spent it with her and Roland, and then went to barbecue and a rainy pool party that day on Labor Day.
Mm.
We ended up getting the pool. The sky cleared up, and that was I know a little emotional for Roland, and because we had the Joes there, we had Anna Lee, and we had Ozzy there all at the
Oh,
same time. And you have Justin with Ozzy jumping in the pool. Then you have Josephine, the smaller one, with Bobby Jr. in the pool, and she's jumping in, and they're both jumping. We're clapping like we're crazy. We're like, yay. And, and then Roland walks and goes to the opposite side of the pool. So I know he's going to have a moment. And I look, and his eyes are freaking red. Then I looked at Lily, and because I don't want to cry. Then Lily's crying. I'm like, oh, okay, forget it. It was just a beautiful moment because all the grandkids were there, and his brothers were not there. But I felt like he felt like this was a beautiful moment because everybody was happy. Nobody was arguing. We were just enjoying the moment. Although Roland and I did have a spirited debate with Bobby Jr. prior to that, but he let it go. We had about city of San Antonio.
What about San Antonio?
The city of San Antonio and the growth and
Oh yeah, it's
so
grown.
we had a spirited debate, but everybody shook it off, and it was a beautiful moment that everybody came together. Like it was like nothing happened. You know what I mean? So that was really nice. And now work week, and now I feel like I'm a day behind because I'm thinking Monday was Tuesday, and today is Tuesday, but it's Wednesday. So
I agree. I thought yesterday was I've been like that.
so how was your weekend and your week been so far?
Weekend was pretty busy. I had an event, and then we had church on Sunday, and then we had of course the funeral services. So it was busy. Other than that, and just getting back into work, it was kind of felt like I wasn't off, even though it was 3 days. But it's just the way it is sometimes. Sometimes when you're off, you try to squeeze as many things as you can in there. But other than that, I'm kind of thinking the week is going by pretty quick now.
See, I like that. I like when the week goes quick.
Yes.
Because I had to get some videos completed this weekend. So was it Saturday? All I did was just work on videos
Yeah, you did.
all day till like 10 o'clock. Excuse me. At 10 o'clock at night, I'm like, okay, I can't do no more.
For
Like,
JD Answers?
For JD Wired.
JD Wired.
So I had one that I had to finish so I could start the next one coming up. And that took majority of my time. I think Friday night. I'm not sure if I helped you or was Friday night I was with my videos. I was editing
You
a
helped
lot.
me go set up because I did have
That was Friday, right?
Yeah,
Friday. So I did go help you set up.
I had to go set up, so I earned all day from Friday.
I took
to
that
Thursday.
to 8 o'clock, and then I had to go take James back to Brianna's house to help watch over there.
Yep.
So then all that weekend was busy. And then Sunday,
Monday you had the services.
Sunday we had church. Then we did lunch, and then we stopped at a store, and Dora started buying all kinds of stuff at that store, the boutique.
Hey,
That was just by accident
What
that we saw
boutique?
that.
it was by accident. Actually, it was him. Went to a little restaurant right here,
Maya's.
Maya's,
Yes.
and next to it, there's like a little boutique.
Oh yeah, the one by the Tropical Express.
Yes. So they had like a little cute romper outside when we were going to the restaurant. I was like, oh, okay. On the way out, I'll see it. On the way out, I forgot. He saw it, and he walked into the store. So, of course, he walks into the store, and I'm going to follow him. So I followed him and started looking, and then they had really good prices. And then she showed me some boots, and she said they're on sale for $34. And I'm thinking, okay, I don't think I heard right. So I just kept looking, and she showed me this ones are also for $34. I'm like, she did say it.
What kind of boots? All full of rhinestones or what?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
They're nice.
How do you know me?
Really?
Well, it
They're
was
nice.
suede, and then it had a little bit of rhinestones in the bottom.
Cute.
And I was like, for that price, they were $140. And
Really nice.
yeah,
for
she showed
34.
us a tag, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, that would be rude.
That'd be rude if I didn't take them.
Didn't take them with rhinestones and
So
for
we
that
were
price.
able to contribute to our area, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our local economy.
And that's what he
local
was saying,
resource.
the local community. And I said, you know what? It's our small businesses here.
Yeah,
We
small
do need
business,
that.
Yeah, that's cool.
So now you know it
So-
was really good. But yeah,
Nice.
But it was good because we were talking to her, and because we've been here over 20 years in this area, and we knew the owners of the restaurant we were at,
Mm-hmm.
and she knew them also. And then there was a haircut place,
Mutual.
a beauty shop 2 doors down that
My
Dora knows
friend.
the owner from there.
and her and I worked together.
they worked for like 10 years, whatever. And
Who?
and
Connie,
she
the
also
other
knew him.
Connie.
Oh,
And she also knew him. She knew him from,
Mhm.
their kids were in school.
So
or
we ended up
something.
having two mutual people.
oh, that's cool.
And we just went to her daughter's quinceañera, and I told her, I saw you there, and she's yes. So then we just started talking about the restaurant, the original, and she said she would go help out because her daughter would help out back then, which I was very pregnant with James at the time. So that's how far we actually were in the same little area with the families.
That's cool.
So small world, but yeah. And then actually Sunday, I remember too, I washed as well all the linens. I was
Oh,
at
the
the
washateria,
laundromat.
yes.
I was
Oh,
at
you went to
laundry
a laundromat too?
Yeah,
for
because there was a
3
lot.
hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Then the storm came.
Oh,
And then I'm loading up with a storm.
yeah. I remember.
So yeah, so say no, it was a very busy weekend.
Yes.
How about yourself? Like, how are you feeling now compared to yesterday? Because yesterday you weren't too good.
Oh, the same.
The same? You look a little bit chipper today, though. I guess because we're talking right now, we're doing this. It's an act.
Sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. I get up every morning instead of not wanting to put makeup on, not wanting to do your hair. I dress nicely. I put makeup on.
She puts clothes on,
I
which
do.
is important.
Yes, pretty important.
Please.
Out of middle school, I need to put clothes on
That would be nice.
and makeup, and I fix my hair, and yeah, like I
You
was
know.
good today with people. Like not that I wasn't good yesterday, but today I'm listening to my scriptures, and I'm reading I'll take a 5-minute break. We don't have like formal breaks, but I'll take and I'll look at the Bible. I have the Bible right there in front of me, and during lunch, listen to more gospels from Father Mike, and just tell myself, just almost like Dory, just keep swimming, just be positive, 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 just be positive. And I was laughing a lot today because it's either laugh or act sarcastically, and I don't want to do
Right.
that. So I'm laughing and joking a lot, and I'm singing. I have my phone in my back pocket. I'm walking around the school doing different things, and my phone is on. My music is on, and so I'm always singing. So it's crazy because it's a coping mechanism for me to keep my mind going. I'm just singing, and now people know me. The custodians were like,
Did they call you radio?
no. The custodian's like, Sandra, I knew it was you. Sandrita, I knew it was you because your music. Or if I don't have my music on, they're like, I didn't know that was you or not because your music wasn't on. So, I just, those
Yeah.
things to keep my mind preoccupied and keep going and stuff like
Good.
that.
Actually, it is true about when you do your hair and you do your makeup, whether you feel like it or not.
Yeah.
But when you do, it does make your attitude a little bit different.
Yeah.
I've noticed that too.
Yes.
Like when I'm cleaning and I don't put my makeup or my hair and blah, you feel blah and you look blah. And if you do, like you said, it kind of
Well,
makes you a little bit different.
and also, too, things that I didn't agree with today or things I didn't want to do, or I just was like, do the opposite of what you don't like. If you don't want to do it, you want to say fuck no, just say absolutely, yes, absolutely. So I was like, yeah, for sure, let's do that, or yes, absolutely. That's because it was either that, it would be no, or why, or
It's that, or I'm going to put you in a headlock right now.
yeah. I mean, because if I disagree, if I make a disagreement, or if I'm not agreeing to whatever's going on, then I have to explain myself, and then if I'm not in the headspace to have a debate about anything right now. So it's
That's good though.
absolutely yes. I'll be happy to do that. Yes, for sure. Let's do that right now. Hold on. Let me find out right now. I'll get up and use. I'm like, no. Let me
That's
call. No, I'm up and I'm out. I'm changing my scenery. Like I'm anything to get out from my desk at this moment. Not at anything, but because I have work to do. But if it needs to be done, I'll get up and I'll go do it.
And I think that you're starting off, like you said, the gospel of the day, the
Mhm.
prayer, the daily gospel, all of that is helping you because, like, I was explaining that to my daughter the other day. Is like she goes, she was thinking something negative, right?
Mhm.
And I said, when something good is happening, you got to remember that the fear is going to come to make you doubt. Makes you doubt, makes you scared. Makes you scared, you go away from the good thing.
Mhm.
So it's all like that. I said, I had to learn at my age, that fear is something that's a doubt in your head because something good is about to happen. And you, right,
Mhm.
you're getting those thoughts. You're fighting the same battle.
Mhm.
So you're fighting it with a gospel word, with a
Mhm.
prayer, with a daily gospel, with the
Mhm.
music. So you're feeding the
Mhm.
good into that uh, depression, into that
Mhm.
fear, into that negative.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean,
I just heard a homily from Father Mike about fear, about it is your choice to be. You can be afraid. It's okay to be afraid. Jesus was afraid. It's how you're gonna.
how you did. I
Yeah.
just heard that one on Friday.
Yep.
I don't like Mike Smith.
And
I
then,
love Father
and
Mike.
today I
I
heard
don't like the way he.
that one you said.
Just a hater.
I heard it Friday, and the one I heard today is, "Are you? Why do you feel you're not enough?
Oh, that one.
Like you do so much. Why is it still not?"
Yeah.
So that one I stopped in the middle because I had to. But I do like to hear him. I didn't know that you didn't like him. I like to hear him
What's wrong
because
with you?
he seems down to earth. Like to me, it's
He,
like
yeah. I mean, he, and I realized. Well, when I met him in Steubenville, he's a shorter guy. He's not a tall guy. He's got a long torso, but he's a super charismatic person.
He rambles too much.
But I,
He
that,
he
rambles
gets
a lot,
excited.
he
right?
gets excited, and
Yeah.
and I'm waiting for him to come to the point. Come to the point.
oh my god.
And I'm like,
And
he
he says
rambles
he's
too
a big
much.
nerd because he is always quoting C.S. Lewis or, um, like Narnia or I can't remember.
I'm like, get to the point already. Like I'm waiting for you to talk, and he's
he
giving all
is
these
talking.
he's giving all these examples, but okay, get to the point. What is it?
But
Say it.
He's
Say
very
it.
relatable. He's
Some of
very-
them that, but lately, no, he's been
He
doing a lot
rambles
better.
too much. He rambles and rambles.
Have you listened to him lately?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's been rambling too much.
No, it's not
But
everybody's
anyways,
cup of
that's
tea.
him. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just the way he is. He rambles.
Yeah. Not
Oh, my
everybody's
gosh.
cup of tea.
He's gonna be like, James, let me sit down with you.
I know.
Go right ahead. I'll be like, hey, get to the point.
No, like this. Yeah.
Land the plane.
On the plane.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this discussion. Let us know in the comments what you think about Mike Smith. Should we cancel him?
No.
Oh my
Because he
God.
rambles too much. You know, what do we
Comment
got to
that he is out of control. Cancel James.
Just kidding. Just kidding. You know, sorry, Jesus. So, all right. Till next time. Oh, thank you,
Thank you
Dora,
for Dora.
for being here.
Yes. And
Andrew.
we'll see you next time.
Hasta
Bye.
luego.